The mayor was dumb, and the council stood as if they were changed into blocks of wood, unable to move a step, or credit the children merely skipping by, and could only follow with the eye the joyous crowd at the piper's back.
Oh, no. I can't bear to look. Covers his face with his hands.
Husband down the high street man youth has leading them all down to the river, just like the rats.
What did I do to deserve this?
Our jobs won't be worth a fig when the townspeople see the children follow the rats into the river.
And now the mayor was on the rack, and the wretched council's bosoms beat, as the piper turned from the high street to where the Weser rolled its waters right in the way of their sons and daughters.
Husband towards the river, has getting closer, wait has turned aside, now has leading all that children towards Kuppelberg Hall.
What? Where? Let me look, boy. Heaven be praised. So he is.
Now we've got him.
How do you mean?
Well, he can't get through Koppelberg Hill, can he?
It's solid granite.
Right, so, as soon as he gets to cliff face, he'll have to stop fluting and carrying on.
The children will break off and come back.
And then?
We'll arrest him.
They slap each other joyfully on the back.
Down in the street.
He can't get through the mountain, so
we're going to get the children back.
Alright.
Wait, the piper has just reached the cliff face and...
It's unbelievable.
Something's happening to the mountain itself. A kind of door.
As they reached the mountain side, the wondrous door opened wide, as if a cavern was suddenly hollowed, and the piper advanced, and the children followed, and when all were into the very last, the door in the mountainside shut fast.
All of them gone.
Jar, he led them into the mountain which closed up behind them and poof, all were gone.
No, look, one child is left, my own little Willy. Tell us what happened, Willy.
Listen to me, what made you all follow him so blindly?
Just like the rat.
Jar, and right into the mountain.
The piper promised all the children and me too, to lead us to a joyous land, joining the town and just at hand, where waters gushed and fruit trees grew, and flowers put forth a fairer hue, and everything was strange and new. The sparrows were brighter than peacocks here, and their dogs outran our fallow deer, and honeybees had lost their stings, and horses were born with eagle wings, and just as I became assured my lame foot would be speedily cured, the music stopped, and I stood still and found myself outside the hill, left alone against my will, to go now limping as before, and never hear of that country more.
Weeks later, up in the town hall.
Well, gentlemen, I believe we've done everything humanly possible to satisfy the townspeople.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, letters have been sent out north, south, east and west, asking for news of the Pied Piper and the children.
And promising a very generous reward.
Therefore, as a mark of respect to that lost generation, I promise that we rename High Street, Pied Piper Street. I further propose that flute playing be banned forever in that fateful street.
May I also suggest, Your Honor, that we set up a more permanent memorial to our lost children.
Something like a stone inscribed with the story, right where the cavern opened up.
And may suggest a special window in Jesus.
We'll do it. Put aside 1,000 guilders to pay for all this. Nothing's too good if it will remind us of the day the Pied Piper went to work in this town.
Amen.
Opposite the place of the cavern they wrote the story on the column, and on the great church window panes the same to make the world acquainted how their children were stolen away, and there it stands to this very day. And I must not omit to say that in Transylvania there's a tribe of alien people that ascribe the outlandish ways and dress on which their neighbors lay such stress to their fathers and mothers having risen out of some subterranean prison into which they were trepanned long time ago in a mighty band, out of Hamelin town in Brunswick land, but how or why, they don't understand. Now, the moral of this story is as follows.
Dear friends, let you and me be wipers of scores out with all men, especially pipers. And, when they pipe us free from rats or mice, if we've promised them what, let us keep our promise.